Assalamu alaikum. It's Heather with Point to Ponder with another very short clip, and that is on anti Semitism. First, what is anti Semitism? But remember, we will be discussing it in the light of Shakespeare's work, The Merchant of Venice, and we'll be comparing it with another very famous play, The Jew of Malta. Okay, be mindful of the spelling Malta, right? It's also a name of place which you please Google and you will find the details. You know, this Semitism is related to Jews, right? Anti-Semitism means when you are against Jews. So the point here is that was Shakespeare anti-Semitic? So let me tell you that the treatment he has done with a character, Shylock, in his play The Merchant of Venice, to a greater extent, it shows that he was, if not against Jews, at least Jews were not in his good book, right? And even before Shakespeare, another very famous dramatist, Marlow, too has come very hard on these Jewish characters. You know, Jews were there during 15th, 16th century, as they are, but of course not in a large number. Very few Jews were there, but these Jews, right those days, even today, you know, they were known for being very clever, rather cunning also, with due apology. But this is what this is the way Shakespeare has portrayed Jews in his play, The Merchant of Venice. So they were business tycoons, they were money lenders, and these Jews, they would take back the money with heavy interest. And this offended a person, a humanist like Shakespeare, because you know who usually borrow money? Poor people, right? So in a way, he has shown his sympathies with the poor people, right? And this Jew, he was such a cruel person that he even loved money more than his daughter. You know, what happens in the story? His daughter eloped. Eloped mean bhag jana, with a boyfriend, right? And he was less worried about the daughter, but more worried about the money and the jewelry she had taken with herself. So, and in the play, it's there when he says that I would like to have my daughter dead, but with the earrings in her ear. Look, so he was such a cruel person, and this sort of cruelty has been highlighted. And it's not only about the Jews that Shakespeare has highlighted. We have misers among Muslims, among Christians, among Hindus. So it's a sort of warning that it's not good to be miser, it's not good to be cunning, and love your children, they are your assets, and money comes and goes. So Shakespeare has very beautifully highlighted the Jewish character, and these Jews, Shakespeare has highlighted, or he had his hands on the public pulse, because you know a king by the name Richard, he too, when his coronation ceremony means tajposhi, it was to be held. So he ordered all, he passed an order that no Jew should come close to the ceremony. You please check what was the reason, but there was just during the 15th, 16th century, this sentiment against the Jews, it existed. So, to me, I don't see any anti Semitism in Shakespeare's play, because, especially when you compare it with another play, The Jew of Malta by Marlow, then you say that he is not anti Semitic. Yes, when you read it separately, then you might form the impression that this Shakespeare was anti Semitic. But my conclusions are that he has come very hard on Jewish community. But there are dialogues in the play in favor of the Jews also. Somehow he has struck the balance between his two emotions, the one against and the one for the Jews. Thank you.